Hi, my name's Sam Pinzone, and today I'm going to show you a really simple Murray cod dish from my new book, Great Produce, Real Food. So we're going to begin by scoring the fish, and the reason why we do that is so that we can season the inside and the outside of the fish. Also, when we put it in the oven, we're going to allow the heat to penetrate the fish, and this allows us real even cooking. So now I'm going to begin. So now we're just going to repeat the process on the other side of the fish. Okay, so now all we're going to do is place that on a tray and get ready to season it. So we're just going to season the fish, and it's very important to get the salt deep inside. Repeat the process on the other side. Right, and really sort of rub that salt deep into the fish. Okay? Very, very important for maximum amount of flavour. Okay, so now I'm just going to add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Alright, now, very important, again, really rub it into the fish. This is going to allow that extra amount of flavour that you normally wouldn't get from a fish. Again, gently rubbing it in, making sure you get it deep inside those slits. So that goes into the oven now, 180 degrees, for around 12 to 15 minutes. So while that's happening, we're going to make a green and black olive butter. You don't have to make that. You could make a harissa butter, a garlic butter, a herb butter. The flavours and combinations are endless when it comes to making compound butters. So we're going to begin with about 125 grams of butter. I've got about 30 grams of unsalted capers, 50 grams of green olives, and 50 grams of black olives. Now we're just going to take those and chop them really roughly before we put them into the mortar and pestle. Just let the knife do the work. You want to get that into a sort of really rough tapenade, and then just run the knife through it, just really breaking it up, just so there's not too big a chunks. Okay, so all we're going to do now is place that all into the mortar and pestle, and we just want to grind that up into a really smooth paste. So now just pounding away into a really rough paste. Right. Let the mortar and pestle do the work. You don't really have to bang and bang and bang into it. Just going to add a little bit of salt. Now you might be wondering why I'm adding salt to something that's already salty. The reason why we're doing that is it's going to add another roundness of flavour. So we're just going to add a pinch of parsley for freshness. Okay, and now we're going to add the butter. And all you want to do is gently fold that through, or pushing it through I should say, and just incorporating those olives into that butter. Okay, take them all that way. Just use a spoon just to gently fold that through, really making sure that it's well incorporated. So now we're just going to take a little bit of lemon juice, just a cheek. We're just going to squeeze that in there, and that's just going to add a little bit of freshness and a little bit of extra zing that Murray cod needs, just to bring out the olives, the parsley, the capers, and the richness of that butter. Now we're just going to put that aside, and now our fish should be almost ready. And I'm going to show you a little trick into making your fish just a little bit more succulent and delicious. Add this green and black olive butter to it and allow it to just melt over the top. And what this is going to do is really add a richness to it. So while that's happening, we're going to make a really simple bitter leaf salad. We're going to use some really well washed radicchio and baby gem lettuce. And very simply, all we're going to do is tear them up and place them straight into the bowl. Now, I've also got a few herbs that I'm going to add into this. Just very gentle again, breaking the lettuce down. And the herbs that I'm using is a little bit of parsley, oregano, and some fresh chervil. You could use any herbs you wanted, but for me, these are the ones that work really, really well with the Murray cod, and they really lend their flavours to the dish. So just a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of chardonnay vinegar. Okay, now we're going to take a really good pinch of salt and just really sprinkle that over the top. I'm just going to add a little bit of pepper, giving it a really good grind. Just really gently mix that up. Right. If you can't find Chardonnay vinegar, you can use a little bit of balsamic, lemon juice, extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper, and it makes an absolutely fantastic substitute for the Chardonnay vinegar. Now, really simple. Into the bowl. And then you have a really simple bitter leaf salad that not only looks fantastic, but really complements the flavours of the Murray cod and the green black olive butter. Okay, so what you end up with now is a really simple meal. And there you go, you have a really simple meal for 2 or 3 people, whole Murray cod with green and black olive butter and a simple bitter leaf salad. Now, my book, Great Produce, Real Food, is full of simple recipes like this, and what I'm hoping is, as you read through it, you get the courage to go home and cook some really delicious food for you, your family and friends to enjoy together.